Okay, I'm back with I was a Teenage Exocolonist. Now, um, we just started our second one in the last stream. Okay, um, things didn't go as we well, in a sense that in the first one, like we somehow managed to stop it, but it seems like in the epilogue it shows that we are gonna be of some sort of uh it implies that we're still gonna keep on fighting every single month of flu, okay, and that things are not looking pretty good with that things are not looking good with how the it with our relationship with Tang. Okay, Easy said that she felt guilty about letting this die, and thing is that I tried to look up on the guide and I was surprised. I knew that Tang and this are siblings, but I didn't know Tang and this are actually brothers and sisters. They're twins, like uh and the thing is that Tang gender affirmed herself as a girl. Okay, and like it's pretty sad that Tang she felt guilty about this, and basically even though that we are very close to her, she didn't trust us well enough. But this time, I feel like I can get to her by bringing this and her together. That's what I'm gonna go for. Okay, so hopefully things are gonna look out better for us. Okay, now before that, I would like to ask a poll whether um basically uh what would you do to the alien planet? Okay, uh okay. Mm, okay, so what would you do to the to the alien planet? So number one is live in harmony with the alien, with the life there. So in other words, you assimilate um with the animals. So try to try to live in harmony. Okay, second is that you carve a safe space. So in other words, any animals or anything that try to get near to the colony, we're gonna slaughter them. Or three, basically a genocide of all alien life forms. Okay, so I'm curious to see what's your opinion on this is. For me, I'm leaning in between one or two, because one, okay, live in harmony with the life there. Well, if possible we want to do that, but what will happen if we don't? I think number two would be the most logical answer, but the best answer would probably one, if we can do it. Well, if we can do it, that's the thing. Okay, so with that said, let us get back. Let us continue. Okay, now I went through a couple of months. Okay, but just 2 to 3 months. Okay, now I need to give this present now, and he likes medicinal roots. Okay, for my birthday, he mumbles, "Oh, thank you. This looks like it's from a very rare plant. Did you find it while you were exploring?" So we need to have both this and Tang to be very high. Does she like medicinal roots? Oh, she also like medicinal. It's easy to remember my birthday, Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lips curl in distaste at the dirt that still cling to them. How thoughtful of you. I've much to do today, but I'll set these roots aside to analyze later. She turns to walk away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she added, almost as an afterthought. Ah, Tangent. I'm not gonna let. I want to save her, okay? So I want to man the both of them being in, hopefully they can be brothers and sisters again, okay, siblings, and then after that I hope that I hope that Tang would open up herself to me and start a family. Hopefully, even though the guys say that it's always gonna end up with her breaking us up, but I think there is a chance. But maybe we need to romance him a bit. So hopefully we can get that. I want to see Tang happy, Okay, now let's go for expedition because Uncle Tonin is we need to save him in the wet season, okay? So I left him at the end here, okay? So we need to sneak out. If not, he's gonna die. So he's at the end of the expedition. Right now, let's check out if there's something. Okay, there's an event over there. Herpies are usually docile little creatures. They don't even come up to knee height. They eat grass and hop away when you come near. But something has riled this group up. You see them fighting each other, getting in close, then rolling onto their backs and kicking with their foot, punting each other up to 2 meters away. It's neat behavior, so you sit and watch and suddenly realize you're surrounded. They stop fighting with each other and are all staring at you. They pounce. Defend. I have your friend over there! What about this? 2, 3, 4. Go. Okay. 5, 3, 2, 2. There's another round. There's another round. 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Wait. Pull them back. Good. Win. The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them scurrying back off to pick off on smaller creatures than you. Done. Is there anything else? Ooh, there is. You leave the path and sneak through the strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree log into some kind of machine, with a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted to the front. Stay and watch what they're doing. You stay out of sight. Okay, this one we've read. Even the small trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch. Okay, this one we read as well. Exploring. I guess there's nothing. Yep, there's nothing. Okay, let's go. You hear screams from just over the next bluff. Human screams. This is the Manticore if we're not mistaken. And as you can see, Uncle Tonin is there, and he's being mauled. You crest the bluff to see Tammy's father, Chief Surveyor Tonin. He's being attacked by something you've never seen before. A 4-legged creature with a huge mane of flowers, a mean reptilian face with 2 wicked claws. Well, is this a manticore? You've heard of fierce creatures like this outside the walls, but you never expect to see one up close. What is one doing so close to the colony? Uncle Tony is pinned under one of the creature's pointed legs. He's struggling to get free, but the manticore keeps dancing around, like it's playing with its food. You can hear it from here, growling and clicking its mandibles. But you snuck out. If you try and help, he's gonna know you snuck out. And your parents are gonna be so mad if they found you here. Panic rises in your chest. How could you even help him? It's a deadly, huge monster. Try to distract it. You hide behind a tree and throw a rock at it. It bounces harmlessly off the manticore's flank and clatters to the ground. The manticore is undisturbed, which is more than you can say about yourself. Uncle Tony shouts in pain. You're running out of time. Attack! Like, I feel like if we wait, like, Uncle Tony's gonna die, so we're gonna avoid that. How about 1, 2, 2, 2? Yes. Let's go for super goal. 4, 4, 4, 0, 0, 3. Super goal. You break through the tree line, yelling your battle cry. The Manticore looks up from terrorizing Tony and decides you could use a little bit of terrorizing yourself. It roars a deep, angry sound you can feel liquefy your guts. With literally nothing on you except the few rocks you could pick up from the clearing, you manage to piss off the ferocious Manticore enough that it decides to go after you instead. Or maybe it thinks it'll pick off the smaller, more tender prey before coming back for the main course. Either way, it leaps off Uncle Tony and starts towards you. As you're about to engage with it in the most one-sided battle of your young life, you smell the crackle of ozone in the air and the Manticore howls in pain. I think Uncle Tonin, you must have distracted the Manticore long enough for him to get his class rifle. The Manticore turns and flees, and you run over to Uncle Tonin's side. Skamu, he gasps. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad to see you. Together, you manage to limp him back to the gates. He'll be fine after an afternoon in a med bed, which is a relief, but you're even more relieved when you don't get in trouble for sneaking out. You don't know what he told your mother, but it was a miracle that you weren't grounded for life. Yeah, like I say, he's gonna die if we didn't do anything. Okay, so we managed to save him. Remember, the protagonists have, like, in a sense, it's really future sight. It's shared perception. Something similar to Okabe Rintaro from Steins Gate. He's able to transfer some of his consciousness, his knowledge into himself. He's able to transfer some knowledge to his current self, in a sense. Okay, like through the the time leap machine. Okay, so it's something like that, because what happened is that this is how I think the main character received his ability, is that they went through this wormhole and it seems like there's a distortion. Maybe that's how, like, it affects their brainwave or something. Like, when we finish our run, okay, our first run, it seems that we are being greeted by, multiple visions, multiple, like, apparitions of ourselves. Okay, some are guard, some they are engineer, some they are farmer. So like all of them come in basically like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the previous avatars came around that moment. So hopefully I want to try and save everybody, okay? But I don't think we can get the best ending, because like one of the best endings, like, we might need to, like, somehow keep our ship together, because like when we walk through the wormhole, that the wormhole is like destroy a part of the ship. To do that, we need to do certain things in the run, and then in the future run we can actually like protect the how do I say this, the ship, some part of the ship, especially the domes, because later on, like, it also improves security and also give us food. Chief Surveyor Tonin has come to your quarters to personally thank you for saving him from the Manticore. Ever since he returned, Tammy barely let him out of her sight. She stammers out her thanks as well. If it weren't for you, she'd be an orphan. They both owe you a great debt. I'm stepping down as Chief Surveyor. Huh? Uncle Tony says. I think it's about time I take up a job inside the colony walls. I wasn't built for life outside the ship. Thing. She squeezes Tammy's hand. Someone like Utopia has the youthful reflexes to stay out of there in the jungle. She'll do great out there as a new chief surveyor. So she's still gonna be the new chief. Like, last time was like since he died, like automatically Utopia became the next chief. So this is how it goes. I wonder if it's the same with our parents. Well, for that matter, so would you. He continues. I know you weren't supposed to be out there, but I would have died if you weren't. That has to count for something. When Utopia offers you a spot in your expedition, you should take her up on it. You would have done the same. Tammy presents you with a basket of cookies. She's written thank you on each one in flowering writing. Uncle Tony smiled. Tony holds his hand up, brushing you off. It was important to me, he says. Because of you, I'll be around to see my little girl grow up. Okay, it's glue season. There's also another death this time, okay? And it's Professor Hell. Because if you don't do anything this time, like he's gonna you know, be in the chopping block. Okay, let's just give this. Let's give a normal card. Maybe this. This is uncharacteristic. Excited about the roots. They are so colorful. I've never seen roots like this before. What kind of plant are those from? Okay, nobody else saw it. Can I sneak out? Guess not. The gates are closed. What should we do now? I think I should go and study life sciences. I do need some biology, you know. For today's lesson, Professor Hal tells you, we'll start off with a fun group project. You'll be studying mushroom, a prominent natural resource used in Vertumna. In the ideal condition, it can grow at a speed of over a meter a day. Wow, that's fast. And have a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find the ideal condition. The team up with Tang and Cal are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up Surveyor's notes on the holonet. Mush tree, she reads, are abundant stuff of the colony in the stormy, moist region of a subaqueous swamp. What if we use water instead of soil? Cal suggests, like they do in hydroponic. Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Skamu, do you have any suggestion? This is wrong, okay? I think like they prefer acidic, so we're gonna lower the pH level. You fill the bucket with water and spark snow crystals. They are sometimes left over at the end of quiet season. They are mildly acidic, means they should lower the pH of the water. Every day you rush into the classroom to check in progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek, your little mushroom shoots sprouts and starts its journey. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Seeing as mushrooms don't usually grow when there is sparks now. Okay. So let's reload. So it's not that. Let's see. Life sciences. Why don't we run electric current through it? How does that have any basis in reality? She looked at Cal for support, but he just shrugged. He doesn't look convinced either. Neither of you understand why you like to electrocute plan. You explained that there are storms in the swamp, electrical storms, and maybe somehow that, well, maybe Skamu is right. Tang nods slowly. It could make sense, and if it's true, we'll be the first one to discover it. That is enough to entice Tang into most things. Like, this is also another thing that I have read in a trivia. It's like if it's something new, and she can discover it, she would take up the opportunity. You attach a small battery to run a weak current through your bucket of water and drop the spore in. The next morning, the spore is the only one already growing. By the end of the day, it's already half a meter tall. And the day after that, it's so huge, it hits the ceiling and you have to move it outside. Your tree outpaces all the others by a long shot. At the end of the week, Tang proudly displays and added to the surveyor's column note. Shows rapid growth and stimulated with mild electric current, as discovered by a junior botanist. Ooh, 5, eh? Super goal. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the months wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner. Adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, fighting soundlessly from the classroom to the crash to hide under the table, waiting for the sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole, fading as the suns almost rise past the horizon again, the sirens start. You're reading a horror novel in your bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of the boots down the hallway outside of your quarters, and the alert flashes on your hollow palm. Shelter in the crash? This is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne to the crash and wait for us, okay? Don't worry. We're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you. Stay safe. You could go to the crash where you belong, or you could follow the security guard and see what's happening at the gates. Just as you peek, you peek your head out the door, you're struck by a horrible premonition. Someone's in danger in engineering. You blink and shake your head, but the feeling persists. So this is what it means that we have, we share in knowledge, or we share consciousness between previous run. So as you can see here from a past life, I'm interested in this as well, but I want to save Professor Hal. You don't know what compels you to go to engineering. It's nowhere near the walls. The corridors are as quiet as you approach. You burst into the classroom to find Professor Hal, cornered by a small chittering thing. It moves too fast to tell what it is. Every time Hal tries to get around it to flee, it climbs up the walls and keeps jumping at him. He's fanning it off with a tablet, but he's getting tired. As you watch, the thing leaps at its throat and tears a chunk out of him. Hal screams in pain and crumples to the ground. You must gasp because the thing turns to you and lunges. Defend yourself. Okay. 2, 4. What should I do? Since I can't move this. What about like this? Guess not. Yeah, I think I should go with this. 5, 4, 3, 3. Made it just in time. 29. It's impossible to hit the thing. It's so fast, it's like smear at the edge of your vision. What you do manage to do, though, is lure outside the classroom and get Congruence to slam the door shut. You hear it beating against the door as you run through Hal's side. Congruence guides you through how to hold pressure to Hal's throat to stop the bleeding. But stars, there's blood everywhere. Eventually, the doors open and Chief Engineer Instance runs, directing some of the security team to load Hal into a stretcher and take him to a med bay. There's no sign of the creature. She surveys the carnage. Good work, Scummo, she says grimly. You might just have saved Hal's life. Her shoulders droop. They must have crawled over the walls. Buggers. Now, we try to tell the people that we have knowledge of, previous life or something like that, okay? But they didn't trust us. Hopefully, like with this, like, hey, is it true? Did he really have the ability to, to see future? You return to your quarters. Your parents are horrified to see you covered in blood. Relief when you say it's not yours. They're horrified all over again when you tell them about Professor Hell. Your dad checks his holopalm, and tells you they got him to a medbay quickly enough that his injury should heal in a few weeks. You save Professor Hell's life. Okay. Tang. Tang is standing still with her face held up to the sky, letting blue snowflakes land on her cheek. They melt almost immediately. She doesn't move as you approach. After a minute, she winces and rubs her eyes. It stings, she says, because it's made out of acid. Acid? No? Tang nods. Professor Hal said it isn't harmful, and it's an important part of natural cycle here. It freezes at 12 degrees Celsius and turns into tiny crystals that are so heavy they fall from the clouds. You can see them under a microscope. She sticks her tongue. You just said it's acidic. And let some of the flakes fall on it. It tastes kinda sour, but sweet, she observed. Fascinating. Tang pulls a sample jar out of her coat. We know what it's made of, but our understanding is incomplete, she said, and places the jar on an outcropping of rocks. The big mushroom changed in shape and color before the snow began to fall. I wonder, is there some sort of signal that precedes the changing of the season? What happens if I expose the samples collected in dust season to snow from quiet season? Oh, dang, thanks, Tang! Okay, dust season. This is not dust season, right? This is a quiet season. Expose some sample of collected in dust into snow. So this one is supposed to be dust season. Wait. A small excited smile creeps across Tang's smile. There's so much to learn about this planet. I can't wait. You and your brother are so much alike. Tang narrows her eyes. Yes, we used to get that a lot, she says. I guess it's still true. If you think sneaking out of the colony is the same as valid scientific research, she frowns at you. He's so dumb, she mutters, and shoves her hand under her arm. He only cares about feelings, especially his own. I know that you care about him. Tang is very seriously considering a large piece of paper. One of the lab scientists told me that it's impossible to fold a piece of paper in half more than several times. She says, this is a myth. You can actually fold a piece of paper in half 12 times. Tang frowned. I cannot abide those normally more than intelligent. Then I am passing on hearsay and urban legend as fact. It is duty of all scientists to question what is held as truth. I have something for you. Okay, just give her something. +1. I'm gonna go for Tang and this. I want to repair their relationship. Huh? You sit through the colony gates, feeling the breeze of the from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for this, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today. Probably not. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the top and keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spore, and find this covered up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. Are you okay? Oh, fine. Just leave me alone. Ah! Persuasion 10. Persuasion 6. Do you want to talk about it? Why don't you go ask my sister? He mumbled. Tang is so mature. She knows everything. I'm just a sensitive little crybaby who doesn't know anything. This wraps his arms around his leg and hides his face in his knee. I hate her, he muttered. Everyone thinks she's smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Bye. Maybe we can change that. Maybe we can change that. Give me a second. We reload. And let's see, let's visit the supply depot. Persuasion. It's really not that good, but I'll buy it just to like get close to this. Okay. Are you okay? This is a great place for hiding. Coming in. You pull back the tarp and slide into the cabin of the vehicle. This continues to cry, but softer now. As if he's trying to stop but can't quite manage it. His lower lips tremble. You're lucky you have family who cares about you, he sniffles. My mom is gone and my sister thinks I'm stupid. This is quiet for a long time, almost long enough that you begin to consider actually leaving him alone. Just before you do, he speaks. I'm never gonna go back to class, he says. I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork, and I double hate it when teachers ask me questions. I'm not Tang, I don't know stuff like he does. This kicks at the console of the vehicle a few times. Bang, 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 then bursts out into tears again. Pulling at his hair. I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions and I freeze up, and I say something stupid. Then everybody laughs at me, even Tang. Tang laughed the hardest, then sobbed. She's embarrassed by me, I know she is. Today she just told me people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature. Many folks who use their hearts too. This turns away from me. See? Even you didn't think I don't use my brain. Damn it! Both of you are so alike! Both of you are so alike. Okay, she's kinda right. What the hell? There's no right choice here! You tell him he needs to stop taking things so personally and try to toughen up. This just turns away from you. What would you know, he sniffles. Everyone likes you, you should leave me alone too. Everyone will think you're weird too if you hang out with me. This wraps his arm around his legs and hides his face in his knee. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks he's just smart, but she's just a big meanie. Okay. Okay. Fine, you win. As it's now, you and your brother are so much alike. I have something for you. Maybe not. Because for Tang it's quite easy to level up because she have a lot of events. Are you okay? Want to talk about it? Well, at least we didn't lose anything. You spot this hanging out in the open flatbed of one of the expedition vehicles, kicking his legs over the side. They won't let me go on expeditions yet, he grumbles. They say it's too dangerous for little kids. He scowls. I'm not little and it's not dangerous. They're just scared. Okay, give. Okay, Utopia. You step partially through the colony gate. Chief Surveyor Utopia stops you with her hand on your forehead. Hello there, scam. You'll kill me if I let you out of the colony. Sorry, kiddo. You just have to wait till you're old enough. I know it's hard. Okay, we're at 60. Like, it's not a good idea to go out. Ooh, Tammy. Like, it's not a good idea to go out of the colony because like you're gonna use a lot of stress. So I think I'll go and train a little bit. Tammy is sitting on a little stool in the sun, reading a fairy tale picture on her holopalm. She sighs. Are you okay? I'm okay, she hesitates. It's just that, look at all the pictures of these princesses and princesses. The princesses are always taller ones. I'm so big. I'm even taller than Cal. How can he be my friend if I'm bigger than him? Ah. It's true Tammy is the tallest kid you know. Taller than the boys, even Cal who is a year older. You know she and Cal are close friends, but you never thought of him as a prince before. He'll catch up. I'm going for Tang. They tell her that present how boys restart puberty later than girls. Tammy's just an early bloomer. She sighs again and strokes the face of one of the princes with her finger. I want to live happily ever after right now. Okay, let's go. What should I do? Defense training. You attend your first session with Security Chief Red's self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Red rant about everyone in the colony needs to learn about self-defense. You could be walking along, thinking you're safe within the walls, and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what would you do? Red chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to shot that beast right in the throat. Hiya! He points at the assembled class, but only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. Who wants to volunteer a demonstration? Step forward. The security chief doesn't scare you, or so you pretend. Red is like the biggest adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward and Red nods as he crouches down. Okay, he says. I'm a manticore, stalking you through the forest. What do? I save Uncle Conan. The rest of the class cheers. They all heard of your heroic encounter with the manticore, and a few of them send you some kudos. Chief Red gives you a dark look. You got lucky, Scummo. That beast could have easily killed you both. You weren't even armed. He shakes his head. Well, that's one thing we can fix, when you're ready. Once you learn the situational awareness, we'll move on to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready, we'll advance to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves, batons, and a few plant rifles. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know. Get to work. This. Okay. You wake up from your latest recurring dream, a monster crushing the colony gate and stampeding through the square. Ah, the Faceless. You try different strategies every night. This time, you ran away from it and hid. It worked out a lot better than the dreams where you try to fight it. Oh yeah, this is when one of the years, I'm not gonna next year, or this year, how old am I? Oh, yep, next year. So what happened is that this monster is gonna rampage through the colony and destroy almost everything. When you wake up, there are tears drying on your face. It felt real enough that for a moment you just lie in bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You barely rub your eyes and surprise! Oh, it's your birthday. Your dad leaps onto your bed and gives you a big hug. Happy birthday, my little tomato head. 12 years old now. Wow. Can you believe it? No, your mom asks for you, laughing as she hands you a present. It was just yesterday Antecedent was showing me how to change your diapers. Antecedent? What's Antecedent? Like something they give out weird. They give out the full name. Antecedent. Is it antecedent? Yeah, maybe it's antecedent. Antecedent was showing me how to change your diaper. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought in food from the canteen, so you can all eat together on your bed. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your present. Which one is your favorite? This. What Astrantia? A photo fauna from your best friend. A photo fauna. This instrument is part flute, part paintbrush, and uses a neural link to paint holograms in the air as you play. How did Tangent know? Tangent! Tangent! What a great gift. We can't wait to practice in the whole launch. Everyone's going to love it. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and the dishes from the breakfast, your mom folds her hand on the table and gives you a serious look. Uh-oh. So she says, we have been here 2 years now. I know your dad and I always said you're in charge of your schedule, but we're keeping an eye on you. A loving eye, your dad interjects, stuffing a wrapping paper into the recycler pickup bin. A trusting, gentle eye. Professor Hal tells us you're trying hard in school, your mom continues. That's great. Your dad and I are really proud of you. Working might seem fun and grown up when you are a kid, but if you want to do more manual labor, you'll need some book smarts too. Your dad joins you again, so it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. At the look of your face, you laugh. Don't worry, we're not going to make you get a job right now. We're just asking, what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay, a farmer like you is probably gonna be, well, of course, gonna give, follow their footsteps and they'll be happy. I think teacher's the best. Dad like 10 kids. This one is for Tammy. Captain of the sports ball team. No, that's gonna be Anemone. Famous idol? That's Mars. A monster hunter. Anemone as well. Governor of Batumna. Mars. So I think I'll go for teacher because I want to go for Tang. Yeah, I think this one's the closest to Tang. Yeah, Mouse. I'm sure he'd love to hear that, he says. You were very brave saving him last month. Well, your mouth starts to get up. I'm sure your friends all want to wish you a happy birthday. She stopped and snapped her finger. Oh, you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie mentioned their daughter Mars is working there, and she needs some help. Now that people can freely order luxuries, it's pretty busy there. Sure beats shoveling dirt, your dad laughed. If you don't take the job, you tell Mars I'll be there. Your mom rolls her eyes and smiles. Next month. Oh yeah. Year. Okay. We have a hop eye. Wait, let's check. I don't want to diversify because it doesn't give a lot of stats. I don't want to practice photo fauna. Photo fauna is only when Nomi Nomi arrives, and Nomi Nomi only arrives in age 15. Maybe engineering. Wait. Okay, we go for life sciences first. Gamu, can you see me in class? Professor Hal pulls you aside in the hall. Congress sliding along beside him. You follow him cautiously. Don't worry, he smiled. You're not in trouble. Far from that, in fact. He grabs your hand and shakes it firmly. I never thank you for, well, saving my life, he chuckles. Professor Hal and I are very grateful for your bravery, Congruence said. Though you should have been in the crash. Just this once, it is good you disobeyed your order. Did they find the thing that attacked you? Hal looks unsure. No, but Congress filled the engineering wing with sulfury fluoride for a few days. Fumigated the place. Hopefully that got it, whatever it was. Good thing you were helping me in the classroom when the attack started, right? You were helping me. So that's how you save. He laughs and leans back against his desk, inadvertently sitting on something that pops and gives off a shower of accurate smelling spark. Whoops, he says, slipping away from his desk. Danger lurks everywhere, scummer. keep your head on the swivel. Get to work. Mental blue. Well, I have... 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. Good. Oh, I'm bummed out. Okay, we're gonna go and rest, and then next... Shit! Okay, I'm dumb. Okay. I need to reload. Because why? Is that I want to go out and explore a bit. Oops. I want to explore. Because like we have heroic status. So we're gonna rest. We're gonna relax on the walls. You run into Cal and Namini on the hill behind the garrison. At a small construction site, they seem to be throwing logs. There are a bunch of them. Wait. Is this? They chose the right one? I did press relax, right? Yep. It's a cable toss. And Namini shouts to you, then grunts with the effort of lifting 6-meter long mushy pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record, she shouts, and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next. Choose a thicker, heavy one. Challenge mode. Wee woo, wee woo. Call makes a noise like a siren. He shouts down to Anemone. Someone's gonna throw a big one, so you better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't actually that heavy, but its legs make it hard to balance. You struggle to get underneath it with your knees bent. It's gonna be tough. 68. Okay. This 13. This 2. What about this? Yeah, I think this is better. 4, 4, 2, 3, 2. Dang it. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna redraw a hand. Even worse. Even worse. Even worse than just now. Okay, let's time. We're gonna reload. Let's see. We're gonna have to change gear. +1 to challenges. Relax on the walls. Thicker, heavy one. Keep this one here. Well, I got another idea. Wait. Okay. Next. 2. Wait. We still need another one of this color. $30. Wait. Oh boy. +1 and change suit. 65. 55. 45. 35. Wait, isn't this enough? One more. Push through. Victorious. The pole sails down the hill, past all the other poles, coming to a rest, sticking out the ground. Well, you beat my best distance, Anemone says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat each other in Mushroot Toss, Cal corrects her. They only beat their own high scores. But you two, no. 3 bonus points if it sticks out on the ground like that. You'll play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variation as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are jumbled up at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. Relaxing. Okay, delete that. Next one. Okay. Gear. Put back. Now, we're gonna go out again. Sneak out. No. Not this one, not this one. Not this one first. This one is like we can relax. Go to the other path first. Ooh, something there. Your pawning engineers have set up worksite here. Sneak past them. Let's see. 3, 3, 2. Hmm. 4, 4, 4, 3. Super goal. 5, 3, 2, 1, 5. Oh, wait. Push it to the side. Super goal. You skulk under the trees at the edge of the operation. Your loud grinding of the rope, the loud grinding of the robo plow hides any noise you might have made. Another one. Not this one. Another hopeye? You spot a group of hopeye's playing in the clearing. They let you get pretty close to watch them chatter to each other and rub noses. They're all friends, just like people, but they hop away if you get too close. Walk through their territory. 3, 3. Next. 0, 2, 2, 5. Another set. Wait, let me think. Good. Plus 4 animals. The hopeye's are wary at first, but you crouch down and copy their cute little squeaking noises. You bounce towards them and amazingly, they don't hop away. You play with the little hopeye's for a few minutes before moving on. Cute little guys. Now, we still don't know what actually attacked. Like, they mentioned that like they are sentient, but who's planning them? Okay, like in the last run we saw this guy here. Let's see. Not this one here. Background. We saw this. No, this is the background. Keyboard. Now, where is it? Cards? Like, there's a drawing, you know? Guess I can't find it. There's like this weird, like the one in Avatar, not the last Airbender, the movie one. Okay, the blue guy. Like, there's one of it that's really freaky looking with tentacles for hair. Like, I wonder what it is. Like, this is why I asked you the question that what, like, you know, what would you do if you start living on a different planet? Like, The thing is that living in harmony with the life there, so like without a doubt I want to do that, but like unless we can negotiate with that sentient being, then we can't actually like live in harmony, because like they are about to kill us like every single time during glow month. So that in that sense, that's why like carving up a space for a safe space, it's like the most logical thing, but it's not the best way. Okay. What the hell is this? A large woolly blue creature is floating here, a meter off the ground. It seems to be upside down, which is causing some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly in the air as it tries to right itself. This must be a float cow. The colony is working on domesticating these, though you haven't seen one up close before. Her slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helplessly lowing noise and tries to flip over, but she can't. Huh. Well, since both of them need animal, so like might as well milk the float cow. It's hard to milk a float cow that's upside down. She struggles and kicks her legs as you try to flip her over long enough to get to the others. But thanks to a combination of might and empathy, you manage to calm her down. She's still sick. Milk's supposed to collect in her lower udder, not her gas bladder. But at least she balanced now, and now she has a chance to get well on her own. Done. Let's see. 42. Okay, this one, if I'm not wrong, is also another place to relax. The farmland has piled something outside its wall. The fields don't look like they're doing well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. Nothing's growing here anymore. There isn't even enough for animals to graze on. Okay, try to plant something. You're just a kid playing at being a farmer. You mess around a few hours, planting some things that look like seeds, but it's unlikely any of them will actually grow here. There's an event there. Let's check. You spot the most spectacular flower you ever seen. It's nearly a meter wide, all beautiful pinks and glittering rainbow hues. It's like a powdery oil slick. When the wind rustles, the shimmering is breathtaking. You need to have it for your own collection. You want this thing, you need it. You keep it in your bedroom, but you'll be the only kid who owns such a splendid piece of alien flora. Mars will be so jealous. You lean over the flower and reach out to it, but it suddenly starts to fall in on itself. What the heck? The petals retract with a pfft, and underneath are rows and rows of tiny teeth. They're starting into a massive maw. It lunges towards you. Try not to panic. Okay, we'll do this. Because this one becomes 2. 3, 3, 2, 2. Okay, 5, 0. 2 will be at the end here. Push through. Yeah, just push through. +1 kudos. You managed not to completely lose yourself, but it doesn't save you. The flower thing is too fast for you. You're in its mouth now, and it's using its 100 teeth to inch you downwards into its stomach where it will digest you whole. You're definitely about to die. The teeth pause for a moment briefly, then bang, you feel a shock, and another. Then the flower thing spits you up and you watch, dazed as it lurches away from the bushes. Above you stands a man wearing all black. In your blurred vision, he looks like a living shadow. "Ma," you mumble. He looks down at you, shakes his head, then runs off after the creature. Who is that guy? Does he work on the survey team? You don't recognize him, and you know everyone. You hear a strange noise and realizing it's you, shaking and crying and laughing in sheer relief all at the same time. But Tumna is a scary place, keep exploring. Now we're gonna go for this one here. It's where we can relax. Just relax. So we probably can go for another 1 or 2 more. The planet is full of all sorts of bugs, little wrigglers hopping. Okay, this one, let's watch. Okay, next. What do we have here? Ahead of you, the road curves right, and there's a steep hill leading to the left. You bet there's a really great view from the top of it, but it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Hike up it. You leave your pack in some bushes at the base, and you'll be lighter on your feet. Then start the trek. It's tiring and even steeper than it looked from the bottom, but some broad mushroom-capped trees provide shade. The view from the top is spectacular. You can see all the way to the colony walls in one direction, and down to a little sawmill in the other. Then you spot it, the rock, the most perfect boulder you've ever seen, teetering right on the edge of the slope you just climbed up. It's almost as tall as you are and must weigh at least 2,000 kilos. 2 tons. It's practically teetering there. You think with enough muscle you could push it over? Push the rock. There comes in a time in every childhood that one must take life by the horns and just push the rock. You shove it with all your might, digging your toes into the hard ground and leaning in. The rock starts to slide, and suddenly it's off with a satisfying lurch, catapulting down the hill, rolling faster and faster, crashing through the bushes, and oh damn, your backpack. The rock just rolled over it. You make your way down the hill and retrieve your backpack, now completely destroyed along with its content. Ah shoot, you're going to have a hard time explaining this one to your parents. Okay. Let's reload. We're not gonna kick it. Hike it up. Resist the temptation. Not today, Rock. Not today. Okay, we are too stressed out, so we are ultimately sent back. Okay, our perception is very high. This dare you to go into the restricted area. You dare this to explore the creepiest, darkest part of the engineering, deep down even when Chief Engineer Instance never goes. Under the recycling room, where they say there are ghosts, you set the mood, then sneak around behind him, put your holopalm flashlight under your face, then shout, "Boo!" He rolls his eye. Scammo, think about it. If there were ghosts on this spaceship, one of them would be my mom. Oh yeah, you guess that would scare a normal person, but this isn't scared of anything. Did Mars send you? I'm not going back. Okay, give him something. Okay, we need to rest. Oh, egg. Nothing. Okay, rest. Relax. Most of the time you're alone up here, except for the occasional passing guard, but sometimes you're joined by this. He barely looks at you as you plop down and kick your feet through the railing and over the edge. He looks like he's doodling on his holopad. You see all sorts of plants, mushrooms, little creatures with too many eyes or too many legs. He has a section of plant samples at his side, like your artist paintbrushes laid out on a towel. He must have been quite the junior botanist. He's not drawing plants right now though. He's actually drawing a person, and not anyone you recognize from the colony. They have a long dark hair and pointed face, and are covered from neck to toe in floaty black robes. They look neat. You wonder if this original character is something like his super cool golf insert. That looks nice. This smiles shyly, but doesn't look away from his drawing. Thanks, he mumbles. I'm not very good at drawing him yet. Take out deducing. Like at the end, you at least want to have each card, at 3. Your dad comes back from work one day, looking seriously under the weather. He's pale, with deep circles under his eyes and keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's all just this pollen in the air. I need to get biology up, like 35, so that I can unlock the scientist. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, she agrees. So why isn't it bothering me? Well, spoiler alert a bit. Dad's gonna die because of this. So we need to find a cure. So that's why I need to improve my biology a bit, so that way we can research and find out the cure, and get some help from Instance and Tang. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good luck for all the stuff. I feel bad for a few weeks, but after that, I'll be fine. Your mom raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates? You? Your dad shrugs, then he falls into a sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on the bed. You need rest, not machismo. I don't have a... Excuse me. Yes. Achoo! Your dad sneezes. A macho bone in my body. Foo-foo, and I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie bean this week. Uh-oh, your mom grunts. Your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big yelling, honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face, and you can tell that something's wrong. Huh? Your dad says weakly, holding a handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and it's glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back instead, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Give me a second. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad vital and gives him a cursory look over. She seems satisfied with what she sees, without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer, he says, turning a light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. Will he be okay? It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body, Instance explains. She gestures in the air, making notes on her hollow eye that only she can see. I've been tracking its effect for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out of the body after 3 to 5 days, and it's not contagious. He looks down at your father. What that means for you, Geranium, since you're particularly successful with the toxin, you should be taking better pains to avoid exposure. If you must go outside during pollen, use a respirator. Your dad smirks weakly. You got it, boss, he says. Your mom smiles and puts her hand over his. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you not to come to work for the rest of the week, he says. You're on strict bed rest. She leans in to touch her forehead to his. They stay like that, smiling with relief. Even after 1 day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out on the fields. You're gonna love this new crop, Scummo. It's called a pixie bean. They grow in the dark. He's already pulling his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that will actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. That pixie beans are dangerous. We learned it. Like, it affects teenagers. You dream about these beans. They make people act all funny and then they get sick. Your dad laughs. Someone's been reading too many horror novels before bed, Scummo, he says, ruffling your hair. Don't worry about it, my little tomato. I've been studying them since we landed, including eating them. He gestures broadly to himself. Look at me, I'm in great health. Really? Your dad is acting pretty strange. Maybe it's just a Shimmer brain. You remember the pixie beans mostly affected teenager. You wish you could remember more. You know I wouldn't lie. I don't like them either, your mom cuts in. I agree we should be trying to cultivate native crops, but something just feels off about these ones. He shudders. I can't stomach the idea of eating something that glows in the dark. Who knows what that's doing to our bodies. Not free to call it food. I wonder why. Like, we found out that it affects our our body, but how does that relate to improving the colony food. In the last one, like we researched and we found that out, and people stopped thinking about. People stopped planting them. Your mom takes your father's hands and looks at him in the eye. Thank you for not forcing me to pull rank, she says quietly. We should still grow them, but I'm not ready to put all of our resources behind them just yet. Ah, so this is how. Okay, because like later, if we need to like discard them, because it's dangerous for the teenagers, then in other words, like we cut our losses early on, in a sense. Your dad agrees. The field becomes sowed with earth crops this year. You can't exactly remember the details, but you think it's going to help. Oh yeah, and next year we need to be careful because a lot of bad things gonna happen next year. Your hall pump pauses and a message from Tang. Hello Scamo. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance. Tangent. Difficult Tang. But her asking for help is something so rare, you can't help but to head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a whole screen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. He looks like she's been awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, and with a wild eye look for someone who needs a cup of lab tea. I came as soon as I could. I'm researching the Shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during the pollen, he says. I love to admit, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials of swab inside and puts them into your hand. I need recent saliva sample from both you and your father, she says. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the Shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from a rack of test tubes. Administer this to yourself, wait 3 days, then take the sample again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I began to realize this is more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the Shimmer, food effects, and why, it could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Fortuna. And knowledge. Knowledge is more than power, Samu. It's control. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. Tang blinks again. I'm perfectly fine, he says dismissively. This is the face of complete concentration and focus. I'm in the zone, Scamo. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Shimmer here, help Tangent. So maybe this is it! I need to get... Okay. Like I say, like... We didn't manage to, like, help Tangent get over herself, and she basically drowned herself in sorrow and like refused to be in a relationship. I wonder where else can we get this. I really want to help Tangent. I want to... I can't forget like the epilogue that we get, in the when we she was so saddened by by this disappearance. Okay, so that's why this time I'm gonna save this as well. I'm not gonna let you die alone, Tang. I'm not gonna let you die alone. Thank you, Tang says. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall on my head. And for what? Well, for the end of the debilitating disease, that is pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head and herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. You're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. This is sitting in one of the expedition vehicles, tinkering with a bit of tech. He tries to hide it when he sees you, but it's in so many pieces that he only manages to shove some behind him before he gives up and glances at you mistrustfully. What do you want? What are you doing? Promise you won't tell on me, he says. Promise. Let me guess. Plasma rifle. They weren't using it. He starts already sounding defensive as he turns the biggest piece of device over his hand. It was just sitting there in command, so when they weren't looking, I took it. I took it and no one noticed. He seems excited about this fact. I think it's part of communication device, he says, thoughtfully. So I'm trying to figure out how it works. I want to talk to the aliens. Wait, what if we tried this? This watches you intently and reassemble the pieces of the communication device. You hand it back to him and he flicks it on, and it crackles to life with a roar of static. This almost dropped in shock. Alright. How many on over? This looks at you with wide eyes. He's smiling. This expression looks weird on his face, almost manic. Did you hear that? He says, practically vibrating with excitement. Those words. I swear, aliens are real. Yeah, probably. This holds on the device to his chest and strokes it. I know it, he whispers. I know it! People on Earth used to use stuff like this, thinking that it could pick up the voice of ghosts, this says, but it was probably just radio waves. So I figure, if I'm looking for radio waves, aliens have to exist. He continues quietly but with great conviction. They have to. You can't have this much life on a planet without someone being smart like we are. He sighs. I just want to talk to them, he says. Maybe I'll fit in more with the aliens than I do here. This one is definitely no. You should make some real friends. Anything is possible. This nods and looks outward into the mushroom forest. I know you're just trying to be nice, he says quietly. Even if you think we're really alone out here and you're just lying to make me feel better, it's still nice. There's also like this other character, like the one that saved us earlier on. Okay, let's talk to our parents first. There's not really good organizing stuff. Oh, helping the animals. Your dad brightens when he sees you, but if it isn't my favorite gooseberry, he wheezes. I'm glad you're not as messed up as your old man. This pollen is no joke. Help. Ooh. Lassoing a float cow. Your dad is working with the float cows. One of them is sick and isn't producing enough urine as ballast, and it keeps wanting to float away. Your dad is building spikes so he can tie her down until she feels better. You hold onto the leash, feeling like a little kid with a balloon. A big, woolly, gassy balloon. He looks down at you with placid, unblinking eyes. You can see yourself reflected in them. Weird. Neat. I wonder how heavy, like, the gravity here is on Batumna. Because, on the moon, it's a third of the gravity on Earth. So how about Batumna? Like, how can they float? Oh yeah, I need to give him a present. I'll too soon give you. If that's the case, then let's study biology. Biology. Tanya stopped you on the way to class. Kamu, we're heading to life sciences? Good. I could use your help with something actually. I'm working with Chief Engineer Instance in the biolab. If you could give me a hand, I sure should give you credit for the class. Of course I'll help. Honestly, admit Tang, we just needed somebody to label petri dishes and move them from the cooler to a different machine. I hope I could do it. Instant is staring unfocused at her hollow eye as she processes the result of the scans. Tang goes and stands beside her, pulling up the scan on her own hollow palm. They confer quietly while you wait. Sounds like they're studying the Shimmer, the mysterious illness that some colonists get during pollen every year, including your dad. Lisa looks up to you as if just noticing your existence. Ah, Skamu, she says. You've been studying samples from some of the colonists who get sick during pollen, including your dad. Some of the stuff in his lungs, it's some kind of fungus. I think the Shimmer is a form of reproduction, Tang explained. It's like a fungus is trying to turn us into more fungus like it. It's really neat actually. You sound like you like the fungus. More like ultra creepifying. That too. Tang replies, though she looks more excited than scared. We'll be much safer if surveyors just set fire to it all, rather than trying to study it. Who knows what else could be? Who knows what else is out there trying to kill us? Shimmer cure. He spent the rest of the week helping them to study the illness. Mostly this involved following instruction and doing as Tang loves to repeat, jobs a hot-eye could do. Nothing beats hands-on experience though. This could be easier if we have actual sample of the fungus. Instance remarks. They are working with some biological samples, a fancy word for snot. But according to them, the fungus is all mixed with human cells. Instance had to spend a lot of time in word space trying to disconnect the two in her model. Where can I find the sample? Our most useful report have been from foragers returning from Valley of Vertigo, she tells you. Where the pollen is thick all year, there might be a good place to start. Get to work. Ah, this one here, he's gonna thank us. Get to work. Card becomes stew. If we go like this. Push through. I don't want to use my stuff. Mid pollen. Late pollen. Anything? Where's Uncle Tonin? He's alive, but I can't find him. Supply depot. No. Let's look at the crash. Nothing. Okay, more biology. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hell brings out a picture of Hotbite on the polar projector and asks, who can tell me what special thing Hotbite do when they see a predator? Wait. Engineering. Biology. Maybe I should go for engineering. Maybe there's something that, like an event triggering. Maybe. This is the wet sciences thing. So this is a normal one? Let's check out humanity. If there's anything. Practicing handwriting. Anyhow, I think we should. Okay, we'll go for life sciences. Okay, they hop very quickly. That's why we call it a hop-eye. That's true, but that's not what I was getting at. Tag stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hell scans the class. Anyone else? Gamu? They thump on the ground to warn others. You've seen Hotbite out in the wild and you know they are a very communal animal. One wouldn't run away without warning the others first. I also have one, next to me. Then they all hop away very quickly. That's right, Hal smiled. Skamu sounds like he might have met one before. It's right next to her. I kept it as pet. Are you blind? Get to work. Okay, 4, 2, 3. Super goal. I wish they give us more. Oh, +2. Okay, super goal, you get extra +1. I'm not gonna sneak out. Like, I don't want to go to... Okay. View the map. I want to go to Valley of Virgo, okay? So, we nearby is basically the one that we've been through just now. Valley of Virgo. Like, we need to go there and get the sample. Okay, there. Make a flower. Any events? Guess not. Biology. Life sciences. Oh wait. What's this? This? Okay, there. It takes a while for you to find this, but when you do, you almost wish you hadn't. He's standing over a bloated body of a dead Hawkeye, nudging it with a stick. When he sees you, his eyes go wide. I didn't do it, he scowled. It was like this when I found it. Really? Okay, just give him this. +2. Let's see our friendship. 36, 45. Not bad. Oh yeah. Oh dang. We also need to increase our empathy, okay? The reason why we need to increase our empathy. Okay, the reason why is that there's going to be Tang is gonna cut her hair at age 14, okay? So wait, yeah, she's gonna cut her hair at age 14. And to ask her, we need to have quite a high level of empathy, okay? But the trouble is that we don't have anything good that will increase our empathy. Shovel dirt, relax in the park. Okay. Babysitting. I found around 30 or 40, which is quite a lot. Okay, let's try. This is the first time we're babysitting. What's my biology? 24. Hello, Tsukamu. Auntie Seelen greets you. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so happy you come back to help. You know this place well. The crash, part of preschool, part all day daycare. You practically grew up here. Cared for communally while your parents work their shift. A few kids even live in crash full time. In a way, Aunt Ascendant, aka Anne, aka Auntie Seelen, is every kid's mom. The smell of craft glue and clean blankets give you a calming sense of memory of all happy time you spent here with your friends. Tammy is here too. One of the toddlers conked out against her chest. She looks comically petite, carrying such a large kiddo, but she seems at ease here in a way you don't usually see. You're going to babysit too? She asked in an excited stage whisper. You'll love it. Ah, Nougat. Suddenly a bundle of wild hair in pink overalls runs straight into you, nearly knocking you over. Almost more like than a kid. The child grabs your leg and stares up at you with unblinking green eyes. Watch that one, Auntie Seelen warned. You remember Nougat? She's turning out to be quite a handful. Why don't you start by getting her to go down for a nap? What should I do with her? There's definitely she's gonna sit still to read a book. What would make some craft with her? Creativity. Nougat gets bored and slips away. Okay, that's not it. I also want to improve my empathy. Well, that's the main point. Play a game with her. Sports ball! Yeah, she does love sports ball. She shouts and pulls an extra bouncy inflatable ball from the cubby hole. You show Nougat how to balance it on your head and bounce it gently up and down. Of course, when she tries, she bounces it with such force, it flies across the room. He chases after it, clapping excitedly. Nougat makes a beeline for some older kids who are playing with Creator-Bot. She charges in to pick up the bot and hug it, causing it to flail and whirl and knock both her and itself over. By the time we get to the scene of the crime, there are tears and other kids are upset about their broken bot. The commotion attracts the attention of Auntie Seiden, who swoops in to hug and tissues. Within a minute, she has it under control. Whoops, she says, hauling Nougat up onto her hip with ease. Just a little mix-up, don't worry, everyone. Scum will get that bot fixed in a jiffy. Uh-oh. Okay, so... Okay, 5 4 wait. How about like this? Okay. Good. Okay, but Tumnalia, well, this one we can just skip. Okay, nothing much happened here. This part is different. I would like to formally recognize our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expedition. Unicode gestures for Utopia and Uncle Tony to join her on stage. Thank you, Melatonin, for your years of service as head of expeditions. Tony gives Utopia's shoulder a squeeze. Utopia's been ready for this since the day we landed. I'll be staying back to work the cons from here, so I'm always a call away if you need me. Unicode invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down, the council sits. Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Unicode, if you all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Unicode nods and Utopia clears the throat. I just want to say thanks to all of you who trusting me with the shop, she says. Her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises for Expedition, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tony left some big shoes to fill, and I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we are calling the Shimmer, the sniffles folks have been getting during pollen, Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep on wearing your mask when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're feeling under the weather. Okay, this one here... I can go for both. But there's 1 year where we're gonna find out about the... we're gonna make a science fair about... basically the wormhole. I wonder if this year is it. Okay. Let's see. Present my project. Okay, 222. Next round. Huh. Okay. 4, 0, 2, 4. Let's see here. 5, 5. 2. Push through. Reasoning. Egg drop experiment. This is not it. Maybe the next one or the falling one, okay? Taking fragile crystalline glass fruit, designing 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after a long fall. Popular. 2 break but 2 succeed. Your experiment is only a simple demonstration of physics, but the judge decides to award you for choosing something within your capabilities and doing it well. Tag is frustrated, but more at herself than you. She's not used to failure. That's 50. Okay, since we're popular this month, we need to work. We only have shovel dirt. Well, I think going for babysitting is not bad. Like I say, I want to find out the reason why, why why Tang is very, she cut her hair and make her and help her out that way. I think that's the best choice. So even with babysitting, it's not that good. It doesn't give a lot of kudos. It's still better. Most kids in the crash go home at the end of the workday to be with their parents, but some live there full time, and triplets, for example, as well as orphans from the wormhole crash, and children whose parents have simply opted to have them raised communally instead. You heard that orphanages on Earth could be trouble, but here in the crash, everyone is cared for equally. You're lucky in a sense. In the crash, they have a huge family and so many siblings to play with. You and Tammy putting 2 of these crash kids to bed. Tammy is cuddled up with one of them, reading a book out loud. Tonight's story, Tammy began, is about a little vacuum bot named Litter. One night, Litter was charging. There was a power surge in the charging station. Zap! Tammy tickles the children for emphasis. And the next morning when Litter woke up, well, instead of cleaning, she decided to go on a grand adventure. Tammy makes up the story as she goes on. She has the vacuum bot venture all the way out of Geoponic Dome to the other side of the colony to meet her cousin bots in engineering. But everything goes wrong and the little vacuum bot gets scared and lost. After Captain Unicott saves her and brings her back to Geoponics, the little vacuum bot vows to never go exploring again and live happily ever after. The 2 kids are sound asleep. It's so great with kids. Oh, this is nice. Thanks, Gamo, Tammy blushes. I can't wait to have kids on my own. I want at least 5. Maybe even more than Auntie C then. Says I could have as many as I want, and she and the other crash parents will help raise them all together. I think I like that. Five, 2... Wait. Push through. Like I say, this is the time for you to earn kudos. Nothing. Always search for events. Okay, babysitting. Pal spends a lot of time in the crash when he's not busy in the garden. He likes to bring Tammy things to make her happy. Even if it's just a warm cup of soup from the kitchen or a weird bug he found. Tammy's always really happy to see him though, and treats every present like it's the best thing on the planet. I'm not gonna go for you this time. Okay. Cards gets +1. Push through. +1 empathy. 20. I think we can talk with her, right? Appears to be knitting a long thing. It looks like a scarf, but she sees you in confusion and giggles, covering her mouth. I know we have nano printers, and I know it doesn't really get cold enough here to need a scarf, but I just thought it's a good skill to practice. Perform a random act of kindness. Sharing is caring. You start simple, you give Tammy an enormous hug, sharing the love. Tammy gets a lot of hugs, but you make sure this one feels special. She hugs you back wiggling back and forth happily. She's surprisingly strong. Thanks, Camus, she says breathlessly as she squeezes the wind out of her a little. I really needed that. Oh, before you go, she adds, and produced a box with a slice of cake in it from the folds of her skirt. Do you want this cake? There's so much to make, but I need someone to help me eat them. I'll make you another one on your birthday if you like. We can trade hugs for cakes again. Woo! Tammy is crying and trying to hide it, wiping her eyes and blowing the snot out into her sleeve. What's the matter? She hiccups. I watched a scary movie last night in the lounge. You remember? Mothra vs. Godzilla, the 2085 remake version. Well, I had a bad dream when the monsters were knocking at my bedroom window. They were trying to get in. Now I can't stop thinking about it. I miss being in space. It was so much safer there. The soldiers will keep us safe. I hope so, she sniffed. But I can hear the monsters at night sometimes. Real ones. Out in the jungle. I can hear them trying to get in. They're scary. They both look towards the wall. She does have those big ears. Maybe she really can hear creatures gathering in the jungle, scratching at the walls, looking for weak points. The thought gives you shivers. Maybe... Okay, we are not gonna give her a present because like Tang's birthday, Tang and Dis's birthday is at late wet. Like if you give them present now, you're not gonna be able to give them presents later. Like these two, even like they say they hate each other, but they're so similar. Like they like the same thing, and of course they're twins. She cares for him, but just don't know how to express herself. So much like Tang. Babysitting. A stomach bug is going through the crash right now, and everyone is absolutely miserable. You and Tammy have both missed the worst of it, but Auntie Seaton and a majority of kids are taking it pretty rough. Tammy is cleaning up a vomit incident by the holo projector while you strip the affected kids and get them into the bath. You come up with a bundle of soiled clothes and trade off with Tammy, who gives you a mop and bucket to take back to the laundry room when she finishes up with the kids. After so long working together, especially during this latest crisis, you're getting pretty good at working as a team. Auntie Seaton pops her head in the crash and checks on you. There are broken capillaries under her eyes and her greasy hair is up in a bonnet, but she still gives you a tired smile. Then, her nose wrinkles at the lingering smell of vomit. You're a hero, she says. Thank you so much for tackling the kids for me. You look down at the mop and the bucket of dirty clothes in your hand. Does she think she did it all herself? Tammy did most of the cleaning. Auntie Seaton laughed. You're both doing great, she says. Please tell Tammy I'm very grateful for your help. Wait, where did Tammy go? Give you a mop. Back. She was with the kids. Okay. She leaves but not before sending you both some kudos. Tammy comes in holding one of the younger kids wrapped in a towel. The two older ones weaving tightly behind her in rope. She's starting to look tired. I'm going to put this little cakey to bed. Cakey. I should spray down the floor with some antiseptic too, and I'll just sterilize the bathtub. Then, well, I guess we need to sterilize the bottles again, and boil and cool some more water. And oh, by the laundry will be done. You don't have to do everything yourself. Tammy puts on a return smile. It's okay, she says. It's my job, right? We all need to do our best, and, well, I am. This is what people need me to be right now, right? That's all. Just make sure you take care of yourself. Because later on, she's gonna have her own child, and problem is, she doesn't know, to trust others. So like, we need to make her realize that. Tammy nose goes pink like her hair. Oh, Scammo, she laughs. Don't worry, I do. Just not when someone needs me. She takes the kids into a quiet room for their nap. Get to work. Babysitting. 4, 5. Win. I prefer challenges rather than like, you know, one by one like that. Early wet next month. Like I say, we need at least around 30 empathy. 30? Was it 40? I'm not sure. Babysitting. You wage an endless war against certain aromas in the crash. No matter how much you clean and disinfect, there's always the faint smell of blue, dirty diapers and grungy kid bodies. You're so used to it that the days when you make a popcorn or full of fresh pile of clean laundry are like tiny vacation. Get to work. 5. Four, 3, 2. Win. A bit more. Okay, this month we gotta give presents to both of them. Thank eyes the colony walls distrustfully. If we're going to make our home here, we must be better prepared for the fact that whatever was here first will attempt to drive us out. Who says the aliens are not at this very moment preparing for a second attack? Something for you? Medicinal roots. You remember my birthday? Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lips curl in distaste at the dirt that still cling onto them. How thoughtful of you. Okay. There's same thing. Good. Let's see. 51, 40. Not bad. Nothing. Okay, we're gonna go for another babysit. Then we're gonna rest. Little Nougat is absolutely fearless for a 6-year-old. She speaks bravely to adults and hates being patronized by anyone. It's unusually endearing, but Tammy has been trying to get her to put her toys away for the afternoon quiet time, and Nougat is not having it. You can't make me. Nougat shouts for a third time. First, I can't play in 0G. Then I can't play in with the nano printer. No. I'm gonna run away and live in the jungle and play all day and nobody tells me what to do. Tammy looks for you to help. Want to give this a try? You explain to Nougat she can't play in 0G because you weren't in space anymore, and she's too young to use the nano printer, especially she's filled the entire room with rubber ducks at the time. Nougat is as usual not having it. No. Nougat shoves you out of the way and begins running around like a tornado, knocking things off the table. I think negotiate with Nougat. Yeah, negotiate with Nougat. I want, like I say, empathy is the main reason. You corner Nougat and crouch down her level to negotiate. You make a deal. She put away all her toys except one, and play quietly instead of napping. Then, nobody has to live in the jungle. 3 toys, she countered. You tell her 2 is your final offer, and she shakes hands. Tammy Reeve. She's been watching the whole time, and she's impressed that you managed to manage it in such a gentle way. Cards become social yellow. But this one will turn to yellow. Damn it. We'll push through. Because I'm gonna rest anyway next month. Time to rest. Okay, since Glow, there's not many people out. I think this is out. Yep. This is not afraid, so that's why he's always outside. These folks are glowing Bubble Butt with 2. The seed head snaps free and drifts into the dark of glow, slowly breaking up into a luminescent speck. Make a wish. Does this interest you? Something. Okay, we're gonna rest. Wait. Let me save. Let's just save, name it blank. Because I want to see which one is better. If I relax in the part. Okay. Then I'll go with this. You play with your Hopeye, Optimus Prime, while you hang out in the gardens. They're pretty well behaved, never straying too far in the underbrush and always come back when you call their name. Hopeye. Another Hopeye shyly approaches you out of the long rest. Your Hopeye goes totally still, then lets out a happy chitter and bounds off to greet the stranger. They touch noses, they hop around each other twice, they disappear for a few minutes into the underbrush, long enough that you begin to get concerned. Finally, Optimus Prime bounces back to you and nuzzles against your leg. They want to be picked up and cuddled, so you pop them underneath your shirt and carry them like a baby for the rest of the way. Okay, take this one out. 2 data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert or glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they see unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say. And new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you have ever seen. You and the other colonies drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. Wait. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I can't sneak out. Okay, never mind then. Like, they say that you need to sneak out. Delete this. You're engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe there, but it wasn't safe last year for Professor Hell. What if another creature gets in? You look at Professor Hell and he looks back at you. Last year you saved his life right here. He clears his throat, visibly trying to stay calm. Alright children, he says, subconsciously touching his cheek, his neck. Just remain seated. I'm certain everything will be fine. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you face the choice. Sneak out. While Professor Hall is distracted, you crawl out from the table. What are you doing? Mom whispers angrily, but you ignore her. You creep along the back of the room, then quickly duck out of the classroom and sprint down the hall before anyone can chase you. You slow to walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You start to listen in the dim emergency lighting and hear the metallic popping of something overhead. In the ventilation ducts, your blood gets cold. Monsters, they're here. You follow the sound to a workshop and force yourself to look up through the slats of the vent. You gasp. 2 glistening bug-like eyes peer down at you. No, 4? 6? They blink in syncopated pairs. Then you hear it, over the sirens, a soft pinging noise, halfway between a chirp and a purr. The creature skitters spider-like from one side of the vent to the other. A small furry tentacle slithers through the slat, searching for the vent release. When it can't find one, it bangs its body against inside the vent, denting the metal. Tame it. Next round. 4. We're gonna go for super. 5. 2-2. Wait, okay, it's a super goal. Good. Animal plus 3. Wait. Familiarity with xenofauna. Wait. Upgrade a pet card by relaxing in the park. Ah, okay. What the hell? What the hell's this? You win it over by reading its body language and slowly building trust. It seems to want to join you, and you think, oh, you will be allowed to keep it. What the hell? You look up the species on your holofarm and learn that Riki is so named for the trills they make, which yours is making now, cuddling against your leg, are neither male or female, though they do require a mate to reproduce, so it's a they then. You decide to name them Riki Tiki. Riki Tiki. A valiant mongoose, your new pet, Riki Tiki. Trills happily popping up in the air excitedly at the prospect of more food. It isn't long. Oh shit. Oh shit. My parents are gonna kill me. It isn't before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear messages flash on your whole palm. You and the other children file out of engineering and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know you're safe. You manage to smuggle your new pet Riki under your jacket and hide it under your bed before they arrive. Well, they should be fine because I did have a Hopeye, but they're gonna kill me anyway. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slots into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for the geoponic this time, she mutters, but your dad pets your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck through the bell, she says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hand in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. Pokemon. Yo. You find this in the mouth of one of the wall's drainage sewers. In wet season, excess rainwater is diverted out here so it doesn't flood inside the walls. In the meantime, it looks like this has set up a little base here, with pillows and stash of snacks. Its alien communication device hisses with a static. He looks up from his holo screen as you pop your head inside the drain. Hey Tsukamo, he says quietly before going back to the game he's playing. What are you playing? You haven't heard of it? He says, without looking up. I made it up myself. You squeeze into the narrow drain and sit down next to this. On his holo pad is a picture of Mars and you watch him drag a match from the sidebar and drop it on her face. Little animated flames wiggle over the picture, leaving parts of it looking charred. It's pretty crude, but you think you get the point. But you learn how to do that. It's pretty simple, this says. The light from his holo screen reflects in his eye as he looks at you in the gloom. People on Earth used to make this stuff all the time, and I have a lot of time to learn new things. What happened with Mars? This shrugs. Same thing as always, he says. He resets the game, then drags a bomb from the sidebar onto the picture of Mars. It explodes, then the picture disintegrates. She booked my name down for every appointment with the nanoprinter because she thinks my clothes are always torn up and dirty all the time. He continues, so I got in trouble for wasting resources. I tried to tell them it was her, but Mars never gets in trouble. Everyone likes her, he mumbles, but it's fine. I don't need anyone to like me. I don't care if they hate me, I hate them. Oh, I see. This goes back to playing his game. Content not to talk to you. I want to try. Sure. This replies. He links his holo palm to yours. You feel the haptic pulse as the game file transfer. You open the game and are presented the option. Which picture do you want to choose? Mars. You load up a picture of Mars. Screw her, she's so bossy and mean. This is right, she's the worst. You drag a knife from the toolbox onto the picture, dunks right in through the face. It feels good, in a weird way. You probably shouldn't think about that too hard. You spend a few hours letting steam off of this. loading different pictures of your classmate and commiserating about life in school. After a while, he even starts to smile a bit. I don't really want to hurt anyone, this confides in you. Sometimes it feels like I have so many angry thoughts inside my head, there's no room for anything else. He turns off his hollow palm and looks down at his hands, even if it makes me feel kinda gross after. It's better than feeling down. Oh yeah. Gotta give him some stuff. This is filling with toggles on his jacket, watching the comics and going to expedition. I want to go with them, he mumbles. But like, not with them, you know? Like, I want to be alone in the wilderness for a while. A little smile plays across the corner of his lip. It sounds nice. Does this interest you? Mushroot. I think we should give Tang something. You find Tang leaning against the wall of the laboratory, looking out onto the hustle and bustle of the colony. Auntie Seaton tried to talk to me about puberty today, she says, rolling her eyes. It was a pleasure to tell her that I seem to be suffering no ill effect from the malady. She crosses her arms and shrugs, dismissively. Perhaps there is a limit to genetic recombination therapy, as I do not seem to be undergoing the effects of common among those who are born to this array of hormones. I should advise Chief Engineer Instance. Something for you. Okay. We're not stressed. You aren't going to catch Chief Surveyor Utopia unaware. She can spot a kid trying to sneak out the gate from half a click away. She grins and makes a turnaround gesture with her fingers. Sneak out. Ooh. You walk into a clearing and immediately stop in your track. There's a unisaur here. You've seen them before. Okay, but give me a second. Ah, shit. Gear. One less rest, one bonus to prayer. Okay, I'll take Bricky. Plus one skill on challenge win. Be quiet as possible. Wait, what about this? Good. 5, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Wait. Win. Super goal. Perception +4. Okay, I maxed out perception. Slip past all path blocking explore events. As you settle in to watch from behind a strand of marsh trees, the unisaur looks up towards you. Startled by your movement, you try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back into its business. First, it sniffs out the good tree and rubs the sand glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your whole palm, but you know you can't share it or you get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks of having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice a huge ball in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Oh, dang. Okay, no. Because it reduces stress, we're gonna do something else first. As you come to abandon the path, movement catches the corner of your eye. There's something on top of a mushroom-capped tree. Can't quite tell what is it, but is that a person? Someone is peering over the edge of the mushroom cap above you. You can't quite see their eyes, but you can get an impression of a long dark hair and enormous mocking grin. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, they warn playfully. They have a deep musical accent you don't recognize. A stranger? That's impossible. You are the only people around for thousands of light years. What the heck is he doing out here? You feel a chill go up your spine. Find another way. Remember the warning though. Why not? You start to ask why, but he disappeared again over the edge of the mushroom. You shout, but there's no answer. Can this guy fly? Was it just a mirage? Can't get past it. Ah! Okay, fine. Let's just ignore. You met with everybody on Strasbourg. There must be some kind of animal. One that looks like a person and sounds like a person. Maybe it's this playing tricks with his voice, or maybe you're seeing things. You round the bend and regret it immediately as something long and thin slaps against your face. Then another whack across your back, and as you spin to face your attacker, whap whap, 2 slaps on your shins and send you reading. Whatever attacking, you can't see it. You fall onto the ground and cover your head with your arms in defense. Nothing happens, just silence. When you look up, there's no attacker, but the plants all around you are flattened to the ground. They are long purple reeds with knobby bumps at their bases. As you watch, the reeds slowly start to bend back upright. You poke one experimentally and it slides back down to the ground, stinging your hand. Attacked by grass. How embarrassing. You decide to call it flap grass. Hotpie. You spot a group of hotpies playing in the clearing. They let you pretty close and to watch them chatter to each other and rub noses. They're all friends, just like people, but they hop away if you get too close. Walk through. V3 Delusion. Sharing is caring. 5, 4, 0. Next round. At the end there. Wait. 4, 2. Super goal. 5 animals. The hotbits are wary at first, but you crouch down and copy their cute little squeaking noise. Okay, this one we've read before. Time passes. The spark snow has been drifting around you all day, igniting teensy spark wherever it touches the ground, but now it's really starting coming down hard. Hard like hail, not soft like snow. Except this hail ignites, more like explodes on contact with solid. Find something to use as umbrella. Perception. We go for this one. Okay, just relax. Oh, this. You find this sitting on a large rock, flat rock on a hilltop, eating a sandwich and looking totally at home far from the colony walls. Join him quietly. You sit down next to this and get out your own lunch, some soy cheese cubes and crackers from the cafeteria. You listen to the judge sound and think how nice it is to be free, and in the open, and not confined to a tiny box, hurtling through space. Then, quite out of the blue, the rock you're both sitting on stands on and starts to walk down the hill. Oh, okay. You crouch and look over the edge of the rock. You're a couple meters off the ground, balancing and spindling legs like a spider. 8, 10 of them, evenly spaced. What the hell? Plus 10 stress. You realize the rock also has eyes at regular points, which you're mistakenly for shiny black pebbles embedded in the stone. One of those swivels to stare at you. You gulp and try not to scream. This gets shakily to his feet, trying to keep his balance as the creature under you slowly clambers forward. He grabs your hand to help you up. Try to be brave. I want to put this one. Okay, next round. You have 7. Okay, got an idea. Good. Triple red. Wait, maybe this way is better. Win. Super goal. You solo hard and control your fear. Barely actually. This is biologically fascinating. You're too busy taking mental notes about this creature's anatomy and behavior to worry about your own safety. It toddles along, using its long legs to pick up its way through the bushes and uneven terrain. It must have its legs curled up under its body earlier to perfectly camouflage itself as a rock. After a minute, the creature crouches down to look at something, and the two of you jump off. You're impressed that this kept his cool, and you tell him so. Actually, he says, I was kind of freaking out inside. You laugh and say you were too. It's funny. This might suck at people, but it's kind of a badass when it comes to non-people things. Hi, copy. Not today. Perception 3. Okay, before we get stressed out, we're gonna go back to that thing over there. Be quiet as possible. Next round. 2, 2, 3, 3. 5. Okay. 4. 4. Super goal. Perception. Okay, let's loot. Wait. Wait. Not this one. The other one is better. Yep. I knew it. There's always stuff over here. Bravely jump over it. Wait. Can I just skip it? Because it does say we can skip, you know? Turn back. Okay, never mind that. 3. Next. Value is wild. What about like this? This is better. 5, 3, 2, 2, 1. Super goal. Take it. Any more items? Guess not. Loot. Wait, nothing. It says that we can go around it. Stay and watch. Okay, go home. We need to rest. Ah, birthday. You wake up to the sound of your parents' anguish in a harsh tone, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen to the argument. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Kamu is a teenager now. You have to give him the opportunity to take calculated risks or he'll start acting out. That's what being a teenager is. Going off in the wilderness is calculated risk? Your dad replies, it's still dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they'll sort it off quietly or go into meditation. This time they really sound upset. They sound really upset. It's unsettling. You don't need to. They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Geranium, she greets. You said it yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our son? But your dad flares his hand with, because Blue, he's our son. It's our responsibility to keep him safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by calling him. Your mom almost shouts and your dad flinches in shock. Skamu's survival depends on him understanding this planet we're living on. So you're not doing him or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. I can take care of myself. You point out that you saved Tammy's dad while sneaking out, so clearly that's proof you can handle yourself. Your dad's shoulders sag as he shakes your head. You barely know what's out there, kiddo, he mutters. I even saved Professor Hell. And look at my pets. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Skamu. Sorry, it's your birthday today and here we're arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. They both give you a hug. You're meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia opened up position in expedition for kids 13 and older, and well, that's you now. I suppose we have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you were safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life, so if you want to join the expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Okay, expeditions time. But we're pretty bummed out, so we're gonna go for rest. Okay, let's start with Dad. You find Dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down the test tubes and gives you a big hug. Kiddo, he exclaimed. Dad kneels down to the... I've been thinking, I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I will argue on your birthday. We disagree sometimes, just like every couple. It's unfair that you have to see how the soy sage gets made. It's okay. He pats you on the shoulder. Thanks for saying so. You're a great kid. Your mom and I talked it out. He continues. We are both just really putting our everything on the farm right now, and everything is making us kinda snappy. You don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes you in a hug. If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there. Helping with the animals. What's this? Your dad is helping two bristle slugs who've gotten tangled on each other while, well, maybe they are wrestling. Your dad doesn't want to go into the details. He has a larger one and you carefully pull apart the bristling spikes. Be careful not to get jabbed yourself. 10 minutes later, they're back at it again. Your dad shrugs. The cart wants what it wants. Okay, let's relax in the park. You play with your Riki Tiki, hanging out with them, just outside the walls. It's uneventful, which is exactly what you need. You try to teach them some simple command: say, follow, speak. It's adorable watching them tilt their head from side to side when they're trying to figure something out. They don't seem to really get it, but you get the impression they're trying. You quickly realize that Riki must be named after the sound they make when they're happy, a whirring clicking noise, for a weird spider spider tentacle creature. It's really cute. Next month. Okay, we still have one more month of heroic. We're gonna go out and explore. Survey the plains. Perception animal. When you boarded the expedition on the bus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north to the prosaic plains, a flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change. And now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here is a blast cutter, he says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and cleaning things. You can use it to make fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and it cuts some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense, but I don't suggest it. Are we gonna be in danger? She makes a so-and-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area and we're not supposed to be in danger. We're gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything, unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know what's out there, which is why we need surveyors, even young ones like you. Prosaic plains are a sparse region that you can assume from the name. You can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon, and what you're gonna do if something coming for you. Try to pet it. Utopia puts her fingers on her temple. I'm going to hope you were joking. Look at my animals. This joins you. He must have come on an early order bus. Ah, good. You're here. Utopia says digging out another blast cutter for this. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gotta sneak each other's butt all the time, but I do expect all of you to be in yelling distance. Comms can get spotty out here. You and this share knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore long before you were officially allowed to. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It automatically performs local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, you'll upload the findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Alright team, don't get yourself killed out there. Let's find stuff. Okay. Well, I can skip past it. Why not do it? Ooh, stuff. Stuff. Ah. Well, I thought I could have to go through it. Uh-oh. Anything? Guess not. If it's animal, I'll go with it. You almost bump into death. He's being so quiet, still and quiet, hunched over and looking down a little knoll. He shouts and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. Two bushes actually, at opposite ends of a clearing. They are bush pups, he says, fighting over territory. You look more closely through your holoculars. Oh, those boulders are alive. I hope they won't hurt each other. They won't, This whispers. They do it by dancing. Watch. Bush pup dance. You watch two of the creatures face off, rhythmically rustling the leaves that grow out their heads and back. Their gangly, branch-like antenna swings over their heads as they rear up to their full height. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating and repeating other motions, trying to outdo each other. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. I want to see the boss one. We already maxed out perception, so we don't need to worry about it that much. Okay, stuff. Oh, another bush shrubs. You spot some familiar looking fruit. Hey, you've seen this bush before. There's no rock underneath. It's all part of one creature and a porosum photosynth, a bush bub. It pays you no attention, continuing to blend in with the rest of the surrounding boulder. Pick the fruit. You're not letting it get away with being delicious. You grab some of the fruit as the bush bub rises and roars with anger. Yep, you know it wouldn't be happy. Calm it down. What are the chances that we can tame it? Uh-oh. 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 Push through. Does 3 animals? You soothe the bush bub, but it doesn't seem interested in letting you have any of its fruit. Could it be the same one you harvested the last time? It lumbers off into the forest. New perk. Ooh, additional gear. Nice. I'll buy. Another bush bump. You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A bush bump bursts through the tree line, barreling straight towards you. Whatever making the bush bump run, you're pretty sure you don't want to be on the business end of it. Bravely stand your ground. Oof. Next. 5, 5, 0. Huh. Not worth it. Like this. Let's see. 4, 2, 2. Wait. It's the same. Okay, win. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't seem to see you and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least that's something you should be grateful about. Oh, this. Give me a second. It's over there. Never mind. Hey, Tsukamu. This greets you cautiously as you pass on this narrow path. Hey, do you want me to show you something? This almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is, it must be pretty cool. Yes, you always find the coolest stuff. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple of times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped mush trees and swinging endless burns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something when he holds his hand for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down into one of the perfectly round ponds, taking up most of its enormous xeno. Its legs deep underwater. It's a balneal. He this tells you. They live in the swamps. You don't really see them here. Wait, you've been to the swamps? This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out of a spot at the back of its head. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful bird-like creatures dart around it, catching the tiny fish that come out spraying. What's it doing? I think it's eating the mud, or something really tiny in it. You watch for a while, it sure eats a lot, he adds. Okay, go around it. Ah, a bush pup. You hear this shouting from nearby to come quick and look at this. You meet up with this on a curiously clean part of the path. There are no twigs, pebbles, bits of grass, or even the ubiquitous doll's mouth scale that litter this area. It looks almost like it's being swept clean. And there, in the middle, a perfect circle 3 meters wide, is what you would describe as a shrine. A hollow waist-height structure made from twigs and packed with spark snow forms the centerpiece, and around it and deliberately spaced piles of colorful fruit, flowers, and glittering stones like an offering. Stake out and wait. Card becomes 2. I hate this. Next. 3, 3, 3, 2. 4, 4, 0, 2, 2. You hang out for hours but don't discover anything except how boring an idea this was. This takes a nap. You're almost falling asleep when something shuffles into the clearing. It's a bush pup. It crawls slowly down the path. It stops to pick up a pop flower. It stops to pick up a stone. When it arrives at the shrine, it carefully places the flower in the pile of flowers and the stone in the pile of stones, then picks up the stone and repositions it just so. You wonder if this creature is somewhat religious, or is it trying to attract a mate with this little show of decor? There's so much you don't know about the animals that live here. Keep exploring. Can't. Next one. Okay, presents. Let's see how much. 54. Oh man. He's even higher than Tang. Tang looks up from her experiment. Things must be going well because she's even smiling a little. This year's project from Vertimiglia Science Fair is going perfectly, she says. Even I'm a little impressed. This is interesting. It's all Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her head. Her lips curl in distaste at the dirt that still clings to them. No, really, she protests when she sees the look on your face. I'm going to analyze these roots to see if they have any useful properties. They might be medicinal. She turns to walk away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she added, almost as an afterthought. Talk to Dad. Your dad was sniffing. Okay, this one, respirator. It's dangerous out there. Just skip. Maybe you should stay indoors. What? You're just like Instance, that old stick in the mud. Heck, I remember when we were younger, she was always walking around with her nose in everyone's business. She always thinks she knows what's best for people. She does. Despite his best brave words, he has to hold on to you for balance. Okay, this is the same thing. we went through last time. The reason I want to talk to Dad is because our animal is pretty high. At 80. You spot your dad catching a break inside the geoponic domes. He takes a huge glug from his canteen, then upends the rest over his face. Whew, he exclaimed. Wish I could take my eyes out of my head, wash them and pop them back in. He laughs at the look on my face. Too gross. Too gross? Too gross. Sorry kiddo, this pollen just so itchy. Help him with the animal. Ooh, this is nice. And look, it's Tang! Your dad is running some kind of test on triplets. He's playing different chords to see if they have language or are they just instinctively animal cells. You help him by holding up random objects and try to determine if their sound map to any understanding of what they are seeing. They are either saying kill all humans or Linguni Spotswall, your dad says, staring at the readout on his hollow palm. I just can't be sure. You spot your dad looking longingly towards the forest. You ever think about what's out there? He muses. There could be anything. Maybe I'll rest at geoponics. I'll rest at geoponics. If. Huh? Hey Squirt, your mom called out. Do you think it's time for you started thinking about what you're gonna do when you're older? You look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles. You gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come and join us folks on the farm, if you think you're up for it? I'm ready. Your mom claps you on the back. Oof, she's just as strong as she looks. Great, come see me in geoponics when you're ready to start. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise. Both of them are good. Early pollen, next one. Work on the farm. Biology, toughness. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that when after Veterinalia. Okay. I think I'll end the stream here. And I'll continue this tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I don't plan on playing Persona 5 because I think I should stick it to the weekends. Like now it's basically you know, the holiday season is over and I'm just kind of bummed out what happened yesterday. Is that it's just a bit weird, you know? Is that we fought with the basically the final boss / god in the game, and funny thing is that after that there's like dating events. So it's like you just lost a friend, okay? Like one of the character died and like they're gonna go for a date after that. It just doesn't make sense. Like that's why I'm a little bummed out about it. Okay, so with that said, I'll end the stream here and I'll see you tomorrow continuing this. Okay, like I really am trying to, like, next year is gonna be hard because like we're gonna lose both. Okay, we're gonna lose our mom. Well, we're gonna lose our mom next year, and then like, but then dad is not gonna look that well as well. Okay, so we need to go and basically find a cure for him before he died from, you know, the Shimmer. Okay, we're not gonna repeat both of this gallery. We're not gonna let him die of shimmering, and we're not gonna let our mom die because like there's not enough food. We're not gonna repeat it. Okay, so that's the plan. So we're gonna save our parents this time. Okay, so with that said, I'll end the stream here and I'll see you guys next time. Tonight I'll be playing Marvel's Midnight Suns. Okay, if you're interested you can check it out. So that's it for today. See you next time. Bye bye.